Well, hello. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to bonus live Skittles. We weren't intending to do this, but I thought let's test out our completely wireless league night setup. So we're going to bring you the opening game of the Summer League 2024 between DASS. I'm going to have to ask Dave. Dave, how do we pronounce your team name? Do we say DASS or we call it DASS? DASS. He's been capitalised.
DASS, yeah.
As you can see, DASS with Graham, Irene, Bex, Stu, Danny, and somebody we don't know.
No, we don't know who it's going to be yet. It could be one of three people at the moment. It's as to be decided at about 8:10 when we get to that stage. We can't leave it any longer.
And Find the Gap, a new team for this year, helmed by Matt, skipper from Lads Night Out, who's brought in some new blood and some old faces as well. Ali, Tommy, Tom, Darren, Matt, and Matt.
I have to say, this is the first time I've seen Find the Gap. I thought it was Mind the Gap, and I've put them in as Mind the Gap.
Yeah, we noticed that, and Matt has insisted that I label everything else up as the correct name. You might have to do a new PDF tonight, Dave.
I'll have to be changing that one, yes, unfortunately. That one is now incorrect, yeah.
I'm afraid so. Right then, let's just check everything is working. Well, it appears to be as far as I can tell. So, we're just awaiting the kickoff. The game was due to start at 8, but as Dave has already told us, there's a bit of issues with his final team member. So they're going to leave it as long as they possibly can. Now, hello, good evening, viewers. The Summer League is quite relaxed compared to the Winter League. But the Winter League's pretty relaxed, so as you can imagine, this one is just, nobody really minds. It's a lot of fun. But it does mean that there's an extra leeway given for teams arriving late, for people arriving late, for playing extra people. The bottom line is we want to have a game of Skittles and have fun, so everyone is happy to, to give some slack to any indiscretions. We've got Skittle Cam lined up and ready. We've got Bowler Cam. DASS, DASS, the home team there. Graham up first to start us off for the Summer League 2024. It's not a bad start. It's the king, only takes another 2 with it. Just the winger now. Quarter pin is the shot. Has he got it in him? Let's have a look. Oh, he's missed. Well, first blood in the Summer League, and it's a little bit below par for Graham. 4. Up next for Find the Gap. Oh no, it's Ali, and she's just noticed there's been a derogation of duty by her teammates. She'll have to go in dry. How will she cope with a dry cloth? She is slightly smaller in the hand than other bowlers, but I tell you what, she hasn't let it faze her. She obviously doesn't mind dry. Wide here, just misses bonus winger. Final shot. Oh, it's gone wide again. No. Never mind. It's all square. Graham, I think, can wipe the sweat from his brow there. So, all square after the first. Balls have been bowled in the Summer League 2024. Up next for DASS is Irene. a stalwart of Dave's Winter League team. I have to say, Skittles fans, it's been a little bit cool for early June here in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, United Kingdom, and I think Irene has very wisely kept a little extra layer on till the alley warms up. Good looking second ball. Oh, just nudged the king. Come on, Irene. Captain Matt there with an appreciative chuckle. Thank you, Matt. As she pulled this too wide. Cheeky extra one there. Cagey opening from both teams. Irene's 5 means DASS are on 9. I'm going to apologise for any confusion, but obviously Matt's team has a Tommy, a Tom, and then a Matt with 1 T and a Matt with 2 Ts. I think this is unfortunate. Anyway, Tommy up first. Not a regular skittler, but we're hoping to sneak him in. And I tell you what, with that kind of performance, Matt will be keen to sign him up for more games. Second ball. Whittle wide. Now that crosses the other side of the alley. Improve the angle. Another 4. Low scoring again. Up next for DASS is Bex. Currently the leading lady in the Winter League averages. Top scoring lady in the club. And you would fancy that she will do something about these low scores and massively increase the average. Quite straight there, possibly a bit too straight. Got to work the angle, stays on the rad side. Oh no, too wide, Bex, too wide. Everyone's maybe tired after a long winter league, but can Bex pull something out the bag here? 5, reminder, is the highest score so far. No. Just 3 for Bex. Well, halfway through leg 1 for DASS, they're on 12 pins. Find the gap or an 8. Tom has a good chance here to at least tie things up and, with a bit of fortune, sneak a lead. He's been working the moistened cloths. There's one that's apparently mildly moist and one that's slightly damp. I myself prefer one that's sopping and one that's mildly moist, but I'm not playing, thank goodness. Another pile driver, same as Bex. Can he go 1 or 2 better than she could? He has. Yes, good little cut in there. Top score of the evening so far, 6, and most importantly for the this new team, takes a lead. So up next will be Stu for DASS. Interesting. We've got some new pins down there. Quite shiny. Oh, they've been a little bit they've been oiled and they're a little bit sticky. So we want to try and knock that off. Oh, the spin! We saw that there from Stu. Shrugs his shoulders. No one wants to break out with a high score from DASS. Up now for Find the Gap, it's Darren. Sporting the finest beard on display this evening, but also a knee brace. I wonder if the one will balance out the other. Hopefully he won't aggravate the injury. Oh, it's a good deep lunge. That knee not giving him any trouble this evening. Thank you to Millie, who is sticking up this evening. Second ball. Oh, he sneaks another one. Wow, can he bowl the straight ball down the middle? No. But excellent scoring from the newcomer. 7. Top score so far this evening. Gives Find the Gap, after 4 have thrown for both teams, a commanding lead. Up now, one of the youngest players. It'll be Danny. Still in the school uniform. It's a good opener. Good opener from Danny. Good concentration on his face. Just unlucky not to pick up that back pin. But I tell you what, he's got a chance here for an 8, hasn't he? Outside chance of a 9. Go, Danny! Oh, my word! Oh, dear. Danny's 5, you have to say, seemed a little bit harsh. Right. Up next will be the first of the mats, but this is the single tee mat. Sorry, we're just checking that everything's working. Let's see what happened there. 3 scored. Second ball for Matt. Just went wide. It's good grouping here. He's got a chance to pick up a big score. Another newcomer to SKittles. Yes, it's great. Shout out to my technical crew there for just checking that we have got sound. Because otherwise I'd have wasted the last 20 minutes talking rubbish. Well, situation normal. Right. Dave is now. Dave, the massive anchor. Very familiar run up. Look at that. Dave, of course, you'll know as my co-commentator and expert pundit for the Winter League, but in his more relaxed summer plumage this evening. Oh, just failed to cut it back. Got a similar shot that we've seen before tonight. The straight pile driver, or is he going to try and just work the angle on that centre pin? Take the 1. He's gone for it. Oof. A little sucking of breath there from Dave as he writes his own score up. Top scores for his team with a 7, but I fear it's too little, too late. So, DASS. Team DASS, 26 pins. Team Find the Gap of 1 already. As captain Matt 2 tees. With a little wry smile, he's relaxed, look at him. He knows he doesn't have to bowl. Oh, when he knows, look at that. Nearly the 8, a whisker away from the 8. Now then, he just decided to pick them off one at a time because why not? Use all 3 balls, get the alley time. Unlucky. There he goes back to adulation from his teammates. Top score of the evening individually so far for Matt with an 8. A rather resounding victory for Find the Gap. 35 pins to 26. They take 2 points and the early lead. But, as we know, after a long winter league, it can sometimes take teams a little bit of time to adjust to the new companions, new formats, new captains. Can DASS come back? As we watch Ali for Find the Gap. Nice opening shot. Look at that. Unlucky. Very unlucky. Not to get an extra one from that winger. Looking straight. Yes. Really good chance of an 8 here. Quarter pin to your right, viewer, is the shot. Concentration on the face. Has she got it? Yes, she has. Oh, my word. Quite rightly, she feels a little bit robbed at that. Fantastic opening to the second leg from Ali, she's still angry. She's looking at me now. She's claiming sticky pins. I mean, it's oil, but I know what she means. Graham now. A reminder, Graham started off with, for him, a very under par 4. He will want to do better than that. Okay start. He's left the king there. Another 2. It's got a strange Y formation, the inverted Y there. He's crossed the alley to the red side. Gone too wide, I think. Well, it's a slight improvement. Graham, incremental improvement from Graham. That's just what the captain will want, but possibly more than just 1 pin per leg. Right, can Tommy follow up Ali's fantastic start with one of his own? Sorry, viewer, I got distracted by checking the streams were working there. 2 for Tommy. He's taking a central position on the alley again. Nicks the king. That's going to prove difficult for the next shot. Now, it's something that new players often do, is they take the centre pin, a centre ground, rather than working the angles. This is a better look. He's decided to come a little bit further towards the rad, but perhaps a little bit over correction. Unlucky from Tommy there. A 3. But you have to remember that several of the players on this new team are unfamiliar with Skittles. Now look, Irene has decided things have warmed up nicely. She shed her outer layer. Irene matching shoes to top, always coordinated. Oh my word, just not quite enough power from Irene. Sometimes those gentle shots can really work and you get like a domino effect, and sometimes they just isn't enough oomph. We've got freshly polished new balls and pins, and perhaps there's a bit of a gliding off rather than purchase. We'll see. Let's have a look. Irene's last ball. This is looking good. Just for the back one. 4 scored. Very similar picture from DASS as the start, albeit reversed fortunes after 2 have bowled for both teams in leg 2. DASS 9 pins. Find the Gap, a sliver of a lead with 10. Now, Tom up next. He's decided to keep the knitwear on. And it's worked for him. He needs to keep those arm muscles warm. The hoodie of excitement does its job. Second ball. Oh, wild one. Gutted it. First gutter we've seen this evening. Got overexcited. Just needs to recompose. Now, he's obviously had some coaching. He's got quite wide, but he's still hooking it a little bit. But look at that. Paid off for him. Little fist pump and applause from his teammates as he heads back. Lovely 7. Most consistent player on the alley so far this evening. 17 pins halfway through leg 2 for Find the Gap. 8 pin deficit for DASS. But can Bex do something about it? Not the start she would have wanted in leg 1. Steely look in her eye, look. Extremely wide position on the alley. Looking to use those angles. This looks good. Oh my word. Just nicked that center pin. Same shot again, but just maybe an inch further over. She's gone for it. That's the one she wanted last time. Look at that. We could have been on for a spare if she'd done that. Fantastic. Why couldn't I have done that before, she says. Quite. Can she make it? The clean sweep. Yes, she can. Well done. Well-deserved applause. 9. Bex absolutely fulfills that critical role, and after 3 have bowled for both teams in leg 2, DASS for the first time have a lead, 18-17. So up next for Find the Gap is Darren. He did brilliant 7 in his opener. So unlucky, I think there. Quarter of a ball width wide, maybe. The pin, that was all. Just pulled this one slightly, gutted it, unfortunately. Gone the other side. Oh, found the gap again. A little resigned shrug as he makes his way back to the seat. It's gone from hero to not quite 0, but a big drop there too. Only a pin lead. Stu, mind you, got 2 last time out. Here he comes. Appears to be wearing a red dwarf. Is it? No, maybe not. I can't tell from here. Well, there we go. Already improved on leg 1. Thought he was wearing a red dwarf t-shirt, but it's not. Oh my word, it's still not down. The problem with these Gloucester pins is they're very evenly weighted. Now he's pulled that one. Has he got the cheeky winger? Four. So good improvement from Stu, and most importantly, he keeps his team nose ahead. 4 have bowled for both teams in leg 2. 22 pins to DASS, 19 to Find the Gap. Up next is Matt with 1 tee. Oh, some little words of encouragement from his team. They're starting to get into it now. Wow. There was a heck of a lot of power in that one, but power is nothing without control, as they say. Poof. Went wide again, but you could see now, with that connection, obliterated the middle of the pins there. Needs a good king hit here. Oh, gone the same direction. Oh, found the gap again. Smiles all round. No criticisms here. Captain Matt, not one to use the stick. He's much more of a carrot. Right, up next is young Danny for DASS. Solid 5 last time. Can he improve? Another one who shed an outer layer as things warm up. This is looking good. Oh, come on. Come on. That's so unlucky. Come on, Danny. Finish them. Looking good. Wow. Well-deserved round of applause. Could he match Beck's? No, unlucky. Just pulled that. Well-deserved round of applause from everybody in the room. Well played, Danny. What a great, great bounce back. So, here we are. 5 have bowled for both teams in leg 2. 30 pins to DASS. 23 to Find the Gap. They've fallen behind. A reminder, Find the Gap obliterated DASS in leg 1. DASS look like they're coming back with a vengeance in leg 2, but Captain Matt with 2 Ts stands between them and victory. Oh, unlucky. Both of those pins could have followed through, but they didn't. I mean, the quarter pin is the shot, and he could pull it across. Let's see if he does. Just the one. It's not enough, and he's left himself with a bit of a tricky split here. 2 is the maximum he can get. He didn't quite get the cut across. A little disappointed stride back to his table, but good consistent scoring with Matt. 8 and 7. Bulls Find the Gap up to around 30, but DASS are on 30 with Dave to throw. All Dave has to do is hit something. What he can't do is put 3 balls through or in the gutter. Surely that's not going to happen, though. Surely. That's the strains of David Bowie's We Could Be Heroes. Can Dave be a hero? Yes, he can. Not for Dave, the tension of taking it down to the 3rd ball. Oh, that's unfortunate. Which one is he going to go for? Place your bets, viewers. Even money, left or right? Yes, if you said left, you're left, you were quite correct. Right. After 2 legs, it's all square, 2 points apiece, and now we're into leg 3. This is known in our league as the beer leg. The premise is simple. If you score more than your opponent, they have to buy you a beer, and vice versa. First up to set a target for his opposite number is Graham. Oh, it's not a bad opener, is it, viewer? Now then, do you think he'll favour the winger or he'll favour that centre pin and try and get 3? Oh, I don't know what he was aiming for there, but he missed either way. Final ball, he'll want 1 or 2 more to set Ali a strong target. Oh my word. I mean, 6 isn't bad, but you never feel 100% comfortable that you're going to get your beer on a 6. Wow. Here's Ali. Seven for the beer, 6 to roll it over to leg 4. Oh, it's a good start. I'm not sure that was the skittle she was actually aiming for, but if I were her, I'd take it as well. Really focused look. Oh. So 1 to roll it over, 2 or more to take a steal. Has she done it? No, just found the gap. Goodness me. 5 scored for Ali. First beer to DASS. Wow. Up next, it's Irene for DASS. Slow and steady, quite often can win the race, but perhaps not that steady. Come on, Irene. Big second ball. Just drifting off the centre line. But look at this. That little domino effect worked really well. It's a little bit like a pinball table. One knocks the other, that knocks the other. She's used it to her advantage there. Now, look at this. Look at this. Oh. But, I tell you what, I think 6 this evening is a score that you wouldn't bet against, because Tommy has only managed a 4 and a 3. He takes a sip of his beer in the hope that that will spur him on to get a half of a new one. That is the measure of choice if you win your beer leg. Half a beer, a small glass of wine, or a soft drink. It's not a bad start, is it? Still got that king to aim for, and hopefully take down that front row. Oh, just missed. Goodness me. Shake of the head. Needs to refocus. Words of encouragement from his captain there. We can see Matt on the left. Oh, he's found the gap. Goodness me. It was close, but so far the beer leg is not going the way of Find the Gap. After 2 have bowled, 12 pins to DASS, 9 pins to Find the Gap. Tommy straight over to Irene to offer to purchase her drink of choice. Irene has decided to go for a Diet Coke. Wants to keep herself sharp for the rest of the game. Bex now. Again, that wide position on the alley. Finds the gap. Bex looks out the window as she moistens her palms and has a little word with herself. Goodness. I thought that was going to go through. Work to do here, but you have to say, she's got that whole front line to aim at. Moves to the other side of the alley. Well. Don't think she's comfortable with that. For the glory of Find the Gap, says Captain Matt, as he encourages Tom. Still not relinquishing the knitwear. Now one of the only skittlers with an extra thermal layer on. And I wonder if that excess heat he's finding difficult to shed. Takes a big run up. Long strided skittler. Unlucky that right quarter pin as we look at it, viewer, didn't roll through for the back. Three steps. Long rangy stride. Wow, there we go. Yes, now he's got a smile on his face. 8. Tom, again, showing his consistency. 6, 7, 8. Takes the beer and, perhaps most importantly, levels the leg halfway through leg 3. 17 pins apiece. 2 beer legs to DASS, 1 to Find the Gap. Let's have a little zoom in, there we go. See a wider view. Stu now. It's a reasonable start. Oh, Stu, come on. Stu is one of the players who enjoys spin, but can sometimes find it hard to tame. Let's have a look. See if this one spins out the hand. It's going. It just moved into the gap. Stu looks at the pins in disgust. 4 scored. Now, his opposite number is Darren. Is 4 going to be enough? Well, we don't know, because Darren's managed both a 7 and a 2. The jury's still out on whether the knee injury is hampering him. But the beard can certainly do no harm. Ooh. Bit unlucky. Oh, he's pulled that too much, I think. Gutted it. Some coaching from Captain Matt there in the green on the left. Over adjustment, he said. I think he knew that. Nice, nearly took an extra one. Yeah, keep staring in case it's going to drop that. It's not. Round of applause from his skipper. So Darren posts a 6, takes a beer off Stu, and again, importantly for Find the Gap, puts them ahead by 2 pins after 4 have bowled for both. Up now is Danny. This youngster's been playing very well. One for the future in Skittles, I think. It's unfortunate. Just rush that, perhaps. See if he can recompose himself. Oh, it's not gone his way. Come on, Danny. Let's see if we can put an absolute blinder down at ball 3. I noticed the tie's off as well as the jumper now. Oh, my word. How did that stay up? That's ridiculous. Danny. Back to his position there. Really against the run of his play, you have to say, at 3. So, Matt needs to equal what he did last time out, and he's got it. There he is. Although Danny can't buy him a beer. Probably serves him right. Taking a drink of a child. Oh my word. There's some power behind his shots, isn't there? If he can just control his release, he could be a very powerful player for the future. There we go. It was wild, but it was enough. I think Uncle Graham's going to go and do the honours. So, Find the Gap, move into a lead, 28 pins to 24 after 5 have bowled for both teams. It's up to Captain Dave of DASS to try and pull this back. Familiar pre-throw routine from Dave. Familiar accuracy, although he'll be rather disappointed that he's managed to pile drive down the middle. To perhaps the uninitiated, it looks impressive, but it's not what you want at all. Really limits your ability to score highly with these angles. Dave did well there. Now, does he go for the quarter on your left with an option to sort of swing it, or does he try and go for the quarter on the right? It's the safety play. He's gone for the right one. Took out the back ones again. Strong 7. Although his team are mean and they don't feel that 7 deserves a round of applause, which most other people in the club do. So they just give you a single thunderclap for a 7. It's a bit mean, isn't it? So Dave's 7, very consistent bowling from Dave, 787, puts DASS on 31 pins at the end of their 3rd leg. Find the Gapper on 28 with Captain Matt to throw. 4 will take another leg and a beer. Well, it won't take a beer. Sorry, 4 will take a leg. 8 will take a beer. But that's not the start you would have wanted. Well, there's the 4. Has he got a chance here for an 8? There is an 8 on here if he hits that quarter pin. Oh, there it is. Played 4 and got, I believe, is the phrase for that one. Matt with a little shake of the head there. Strong, strong performance. Right. Graham's up next. But I'm very thirsty, and everyone's forgot about me, so I'll be back soon. I'll just leave you with Graham. I've got to work out some sort of table service here. Right, we'll catch up with what happened in a minute. We'll watch Graham now. So, Ali scored 5. Graham currently on 7. Oh, there he goes. A deserved and rare round of applause from his team. They're all quite tight with their praise. Look at that. A few people are now starting to warm up. Graham, certainly. 4, 5, 6, 9. Excellent. So Tommy now 4, 3, and 4. Get the feeling he's desperate to get 5+. Look at this. Nice wide entry to the throw line. Hey, the cheeky back cut there. Can he do it again with the quarter pin? Oh, now then. The quarter pin on your left, viewer, is the shot. Can you manage it? Looks a little bit straight on, but look, the angle's all right. Yeah, that was so unlucky not to take another one. Some thumbs up from his captain there. Strong reply by Tommy of Find the Gap. So, after 2 have bowled in leg 4 for Find the Gap, 12 pins. After 1 for DASS, they're on 9. A reminder, Find the Gap are 2 legs to 1 up. 4 points to 2. Irene, story of improvement. 5, 4, and then a 6. Can she go 1 or 2 better? Oh, a lot of spin there. Not quite enough power to hold, but try and take 1 more out, perhaps. But I am enjoying the coordinated trainers and top. Oh, the other side. Too much, too much, too much. Oh, it might have actually knocked down those 3. A lot of work for Irene to do here. It's looking a bit straighter out the hand. Just not quite enough power. Not quite enough power. So, after 2 have bowled for both teams in leg 4, all square, 12 pins apiece. Tom up now, having a hell of an evening, 6, 7, 8. Can he go one further? Could we possibly see double-digit spare? He still resolutely refuses to remove that hoodie, but it's working for him. Obviously plenty of room in the armholes, not affecting the swing. So. Oh, look at that for a shot. Now watch this action. It's slightly reminiscent of a young Mark Granger with the quiet left hand. Look at this. Left hand not doing anything. Could this be a clone? Oh my word, you have to say, there's some similarities. Look at this, 6, 7, 8 and 8 from Tom. Superb skittling from the newcomer. So, after 3 have bowled for Find the Gap in leg 4, 20 pins. For DASS, it's 12. Bex needs to pull another big score. She managed at 9 in leg 2. Needs an 8 to tie things up. As usual, her customary position, tight into the rad. It's a cheeky 4 there on that quarter. She's left herself with plenty of options here. I think king is the shot though, as ever. Oh my word. Little punch of the air from Bex. It was so close. She's going to try the same thing again. You have to say, it is the shot. There we go. Oh, again, unlucky. The thunderclap from her mean-spirited opponents. She shrugged her shoulders as she walked away. It's a good effort from Bex, but she wanted more. Still, keeps the team within 1 pin. 19 plays 20 halfway through leg 4. So up next is Darren. Bit of a yo-yo game. 7, then 2, then 6. Can he hold on to those? Score 6+. Not with that opening. He's gone the other way. Oh, dear me. He looks towards his team for inspiration. Is the knee troubling him now? He's picked it up there. It's a good pickup. Good pickup. He is. It does look like he's just got some trouble with that knee. SKittles not a very very easy sport on the knee. There's a lunge required as you deliver. But he continues his yo-yo with a 4. 24 means that Stu does require his best score of the evening to tie things up. He needs a 5. He's so far only managed a 2 and 2 4s. I need to get a bit closer to see what's on his t-shirt. Now then, the span away again, but cheekily took the left-hand diagonal. This looks better. Oh my word, he found the gap again. Spins it in again, and the gap again. Shrugs his shoulders, says a few rude words at the Skittles, and takes his place back at the table after scoring 3. So, 4 have bowled for both teams in this 4th leg. 2 pins in it with Find the Gap advantage 24-22. Now, Matt with 1 tee, 6, 4, 5. Is this the time for this powerful bowler? Whoa! I was going to say to capitalise, but he just needs to control that power. Oh, that was a bit mean. Now, maybe he should just slow it down. Take his time. No. Throws his hands in the air. Commiserations from his captain. But 2 is not enough. 26 pins after 5 have bowled. For the DASS, 22. With young Danny. Can he wipe out memories of that beer leg 3 and recapture the glory 8 of leg 2? Let's see. Just through the gap. Not letting himself get flustered though, look. Looking calm, looking controlled. And there you go, that's what happens when you hold it together. Really just clearing away the excess pins now. Opportunities for Danny, let's have a look. Just pulled it a little. Oh, I thought he might have got a cheeky bonus one, but no, unlucky. So, 5 means it's a 1-pin game with just the anchors to throw. Captain Matt for Find the Gap has the honour. 8-7-8. He's having a hell of an evening, showing his new young team the way forward. Needs to do something similar with this one. Gee, the power in that shot. And yet it's delivered onto the alley so quietly. He doesn't bang it down. It's such a smooth glide on, and the power is enormous. Oh, my word. Just the rear pin. Has he got it? Yes, he has. Big applause from everyone. Superb. 9 scored from Matt. So, the target for Dave is big. 8 to draw. 9 to win. Just a reminder, if you're unfamiliar, we go on scores. 2 points for a 1 leg, 1 point for a drawn leg each. Dave not rushing it, takes his time to choose a ball. He doesn't know where to go though, does he? I mean, it's not a great lie. This is going to be tricky from here. Can he pull off a fantastic third ball? No, he walks away. You saw him walk away. He knew it was going to hit the gap. Disappointment. 5. DASS, another loss. 32 pins to 35. Find the Gap now have won the match as they have 6 points to the DASS 2. But of course, this is a league. DASS will be desperate to reduce the loss deficit and pull in, grab an extra leg. And Find the Gap will, of course, be hoping they can get another 2 points and make it an 8-2 smashing. Now, Graham for DASS. It's just a quarter of a ball away. The cruel thing about Skittles is the gaps between the pins are just very slightly wider than the ball. Graham coming off that 9, but he's going to struggle to get a big score with this, I think. Unless he can hit an absolute plum king. Oh, no. Gives a disdainful look towards the Skittles. Slinks back to the back of the home end. Only 3. 27, that is below Graham's par. Graham is a 30 skittler all day usually. Ali now. for Find the Gap. A reminder, she played for Lads Night Out last Winter League, her first ever season at SKittles, and did superbly well, finishing I think 3rd or 4th highest lady in the averages, which is an absolute credit. Like a lot of us though, more match time does mean, more game time does mean hopefully more practice, and the muscle memory builds up. She just pulled that, she called it. Consolation round of applause. Another 5. Solid, consistent play, just a little bit behind the par. But although she finishes 1 pin behind her opponent, more importantly, she gives Find the Gap an early lead, 5 pins to 3. Irene up now for DASS. Again, that final pin just ran out of steam, refused to knock over the back one. Swine. Gone the other way this time. Will it hold on? Will it hold on? It does. Again, just not quite enough impetus to reach the back pin. Millie practicing her footballing skills. Right, come on, Irene. Oh no, she says. Irene calls it. She walks away. She knows it's a gutter ball. Four finish for Irene. 22, a little bit below her par. But great performance in the beer leg to steal that from Tommy. Speaking of which, here is Tommy next for Find the Gap. Oh. Purposeful little stride up to the alley. Again, adopting that nice wide, his right, your left viewer position. I think he naturally slices it to the right, and so he's acknowledging that, giving himself some angle to counteract. Let's see if it does it again. Oh no, this one is held onto it more straight. Just about controlling the wrist. Now, he's gone more central, trying to get that king. No, then he takes the camera out. Four scored. 22. Great little tussle with Irene and Tommy there. Equal points. Tommy will feel slightly robbed about the beer leg. Now, Beck's up next. A reminder, she's currently the best lady player in the club, based on averages, and she will be disappointed with this, even with a 9. Can she do something about it? It's a good start, isn't it? It's a good start, but it's not a classic lie. The quarter pin gives her the chance to take 3 and then finish off the back 2. But some players might prefer a different approach. And she does, but it's it's left her with, look at the face. She says, which one should I go for? Oh, the middle one, Bex, the middle one. A little bit of light-hearted banter from the opposition. What's she going to go for? No, she's missed it, she says, called it. A little thunderclap from her own team, but a bit more of a sporting round of applause from the opposition. Bex finishes with a brace of 7s and scores 31. For us, we often think of 30 as being the par score. If you can bang out 5 legs at 6 pins a leg, that's the par. North of 30, you're having a good game and you feel fairly good about yourself. Less than that, not so. So Tom has now taken out this middle diagonal. Look at that, Granger-esque, quiet left arm. Oh, a cheeky extra, but what do you do here? I mean, king and onto the winger has got to be the shot, but some people might prefer to cut the winger back. What's he going to go for? He's gone wide. Good round of applause. Well played for the newcomer. Look at that. Look at that. 35. That's an absolutely excellent score. Look at this. Fantastic sportsmanlike round of applause from the opposition there, who acknowledged that 35 is a great score. Well played to Tom. I'm sure we'll see him down the alley again. Now Stu is up next. 2, 4, 4 and 3. Behind the curve for himself as well. He's now done the same diagonal clearance, but in the other direction. Can he follow up what Tom did? Work to do here for Stu. Just needs to either tame that, calm that spin down, or tame it. Oh, it's all right. Well played, Stu. If you're going to finish the game on your highest score, then that's the way to do it. Doesn't manage to quite break 20, though. He'll be disappointed with himself for that one. So a quick tally, though. How are we in the match after 4 have bowled for both teams? DASS, 20. After 3 have bowled to find the gap, 15. Wow. Goodness me. Anyway, yeah, sorry, 15. So Darren needs 5. He's gone wide on both. Is that knee now just taking its toll? Come on, Darren. Big final ball. Oh, my word. It's our first 0 of the evening. And considering we've got so many newcomers to the game in this evening, that's a credit to everyone. But unfortunate that Darren was the one to take it. He gets the smiley face with a beard. Well done, Dave. Well done. Darren matches Stu point for point, 19 each. Right, Danny. Let's just remind ourselves, coming off a 5 and 8, a 3, unfortunately, and a 5. Oh, just the gap. Captain Dave sort of just curses those spins. It's gone the other way. Okay, that's a pickup of 3. Now, keep your control, keep your composure, Danny. Oh, he's pulled it. Unlucky. Unlucky. Unfortunate to finish with a 3. So, after 5 have bowled for DASS, 23 pins. After 4 have bowled for Find the Gap, 15. 8. 8, is it? Yes, 8 required by Matt. 6, 4, 5, 2 he scored so far. It's going to be a big ask for him. Oh, my word. You couldn't do it if you paid him. This time. Oh, look at this. Come on. Oh! The sticker upper gave it every opportunity to fall, that extra one. Oh, gutter. I felt the earth move then as that hit the gutter board. So some power behind there. Again, another newcomer to the game. Matt scores 5. Does draw some of the gap back. So, with just the final anchor legs to go, it's Find the Gap, 20 pins. DASS, 23. Captain Dave for DASS has to set the target. 3 is the lead, plus whatever he can do with these next 3 balls. Oh, that was a smooth delivery. Dave shouted, "Oh dear," as he released it, because I think he felt he was going to hit the gap. Perhaps a little bit of fortune there. Back to the rad side of things. Oh, look. Oh, that face says it all, Dave. So, what does he go for here? It's a tough decision. Yeah. He's probably heading for that quarter pin. Not happy with himself. 6. But he set a good target. 29 pins for DASS. After 5 have bowled for Find the Gap, 20. Matt needs another 9 to draw. A spare to win. There's some banter there. You'll get it, says Dave. Reverse psychology. Whoa. Some pressure on the skipper. The irony of ironies. 9, tricky from here. The spare, virtually impossible. Oh, well. This is, I don't think a 9 is on, though. Let's see what he can do, though. So hard it flew through. Shrug to his team. There we go. Well done to Find the Gap. Great applause for both teams. Such is the beautiful and sportsmanlike game of Skittles. We'll watch them shake hands. So, thank you for indulging us in this bonus live stream. It was really just to test the wireless setup, and you know what? For a standard league, it works well. Takes 15 minutes to set up. Quite happy with that. Graham Hemming says he can't see the Skittles. 24 minutes ago. That's because I went to the bar, Graham, on Facebook. Anyway, so thank you very much for joining us. We have another game for you on Thursday of this week. I think at 8 p.m. But anyway, I've put up on YouTube, and on YouTube there'll be a live video to come, a scheduled video link, and also I posted about it on Facebook. But just a reminder that in just a couple of weeks' time, we have the first inaugural Hildred's Pick Your Own Wallingford Festival of Skittles, celebrating 60 years of our club. On the Friday the 21st in the evening, we'll have an exhibition game at 7 p.m. between the current 6 top players in the league against a team of legends who've been brought back out of retirement and shipped in from various far-flung places to put on a display of rare skill and talent, followed by a charity singles competition in aid of the Wygod Way Wallingford Family Centre. And then on Saturday from 10 a.m. all day and into the evening will be everyone playing for the inaugural GB Team Skittles Championships, and we'll be streaming throughout the day with some feature games and just letting it run while we come. If you are local, please do come down. It's open to everyone on Friday the 21st and Saturday the 22nd all day. There'll be table Skittles to have a go at with prizes. There'll be food, there'll be barbecue, there's a real ale and cider festival. Our colleagues over in the Petanque Club will be there to have an open day. There'll be archery going on. There'll be various other sports and things. Come along to the sports park in Wallingford and enjoy that. There'll be more trailers of that coming up. Anyway, if you have been watching, many thanks for joining us, and see you next time for more Live Skittles.